Georgia Tech head coach Koogler.
First off, it's a great honor and a great pleasure to be here in Nashville, Tennessee for such a great event like the College Football Media Days. First, I'm going to start off commenting on last season, and then I want to move forward from it. It's not something we're very proud of at Georgia Tech, but it did happen and it does deserve to be talked about. 4-8 season is definitely not where we saw ourselves coming in, and we were greatly hurt, greatly disappointed by that. I personally, me and the coaching staff, will take complete blame for that entire situation last season. You guys got to understand, we came in with new offense, new defense. They were running a triple option. We came in and had a pro offense kind of leaned toward the spread and went from a 3-4 to a 4-3, and that had a lot of guys' heads swimming who had been there a really long time, including seniors who had been starting all their careers. As for that, everything else, we're very excited about this upcoming season. We're really ready for kickoff. I can promise you that. We met with a core group of kids this summer, and we've really got some great leaders this year, and we're just very excited to get this season kicked off. As for recruiting, you know, we got a couple, got 3 guys that we're really proud about. Matt Scott, he's a wide receiver. Darius Petway, really good tight ends, got really great hands. And Shane Cronin, really proud of Shane. Wasn't on our board till after the season started. Called me up and said, "Coach, can we talk?" And just had a great relationship from then on out. So like I said, it's phenomenal to be here in Nashville. We're super excited to prove to Georgia Tech fans and alumni that we're here to stay as a coaching staff, and we're going to be a force to be reckoned with at this conference. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor for questions. Go ahead, sir.
Dick Van Dyke, Atlanta Journal. What is the buzz on your campus right now coming up this upcoming season? Like, how are the fans reacting to all the media hype and everything going on at Georgia Tech?
Well, Dick, I'll be honest with you. After last season, it's not the buzz that we would have hoped for, but it's understandable. We have no problem with it because we deserve it as a school and as a coaching staff. We're doing all we can to turn that around. But it's been a quiet campus for the most part, to be honest with you guys. I've been told season ticket sales have kind of slipped this year, which is fine. You know, hopefully we'll be able to turn all that around and make it so Georgia Tech will be pushed up into the sunset again like it deserves to be. But you know, we've really had a good working offseason. We hadn't had real much media hype. All we've been doing is taking care of business and making sure we've got Georgia Tech back where it needs to be. Appreciate the question. Go ahead, sir.
Coach Koogler, Rick Sanders, WBZY, Nashville, Tennessee. Coach, can you touch up on how you feel about the seniors going out with a terrible season like they did? Can you comment on what the highlights were for their season? How did they feel leaving your program the way they did?
It was a tough year for a lot of kids who've been there a long time, and I feel terrible for it that we had to come in during those guys' senior year and completely revamp and overhaul the program. But you know, it had to happen sometime. As far as the highlight of their season, you know, we really went down to Blacksburg last year and played a great Virginia Tech team. And played them down to the wire for down to the very last seconds of that game. And you know, even though we didn't win, just see those kids in the locker room afterwards, that kind of proved to them mentally and emotionally, even though we didn't finish out how we wanted to, that they could play with anybody in this country if they put their mind to it, and that the schemes and things we had put in place could be effective. As far as those kids, though, I mean, I'm always will be indebted to those guys for trying to help me as much as possible, teach younger guys stuff that they didn't really even know the concept to because they were still learning during my offense. as for that though, it's terrible for him, but we're ready to move on. Go ahead in the light blue.
Coach Matthew Barnaby again with the Chicago Sun-Times. Like Coach Blondheim, would you share what your goals are for this year, and you got anything new up your sleeves?
We've been working hard this summer. We've put in a lot of new things. We've really been working more fundamentals of the offense and defense, trying to shore that up, because you can't add tricks and all kinds of that if you don't have your fundamentals down. And that's what really hurt us last year. Stuff like tackling, gap assignments, things like that. As for our goals for this season, we've got 4 and 8 plastered all over our locker room, more than we have paint right now, Matt. Bowl game is what we've been stressing all summer. We want to make a bowl game. We want to get Georgia Tech's name back into the media, and you do that by getting a postseason game. I think we're a couple years away from challenging for the ACC, but we're going to do everything in our power to win a bowl game. We're going to play a great schedule again this year, just like last year, because that's my philosophy. You get better by playing great teams, and you reveal your true character. But we're going to try and win a bowl game. We're going to try and sneak up on some teams and see what we can do in that aspect. Go ahead.
Coach Robert Parker, ESPN. Tough season this past year, offensive-wise. Could you comment on your offensive coordinator? Are you bringing him back this year? What's going on there?
Yeah, very tough season. I was actually on the way over here just looking at the stats. We finished last in the NCAA in total offense, passing yards, rushing yards, points. Dismal is what I'll say about that. We're going to do everything we can to try and make sure that the offense is back where it needs to be. As far as Alex Williams, my offensive coordinator, he will be back with us this year. I like Alex a lot, and I think he knows what he's doing with the offensive side of the ball. If somewhere down the line we do need to make some changes, I'm not adverse to that. He knows that. He understands that. As far as any of my coaches being on the hot seat though this season, absolutely not. This is our second year with the team. You see your most improvement from year 1 to year 2 after all the stuff sets in that we brought in. So we're gonna, after this year, just like every year, we're gonna sit down and see what we got to do. But as far as right now, everybody's safe, including myself, hopefully. Go ahead.
Coach Koogler, Craig Lillenberg, Fox Sports. Can you comment? We all know that you met with the athletic director at the end of the season, and of course we all know that they want you back. They believe in you. They believe you can win games. They believe you're going to turn this program around. Can you comment on how big it was to have everybody support you in this second season as Georgia Tech's head coach?
It's definitely a weight off of my shoulders. I can promise you that. Nobody likes to have to meet with the athletic director and president at the end of the season, because that most of the time means you're doing something wrong or your product's not good enough. But to have the support of those guys is absolutely outstanding, and I could not ask for a better athletic director and a better president. Just like my assistant coaches, though, I understand that if I don't get my act together and show some kind of promise this season, that I could be on the hot seat after this year. They expect some goals out of me. They expect some things from me this year, just to show a little progress, to show that what we're doing is right. I have a proven track record back when I was at Virginia Tech, but this is now and that was then. I can't stress enough how important it is to prove to this city, this town, this alumni that I'm here and I'm willing to win and do whatever it takes. As for anything else, hopefully the wins take care of itself, but I'm really going to do everything I can in my power, whether that's 23-hour work days, to prove to Georgia Tech, the alumni, the city, the student body, everybody that I come in contact with, that we're going to win football games at Georgia Tech.
Does anybody else have any further questions? Nope. All right, we'll take a break and have Arkansas head coach Joseph Benock next. Thank you and congrats on your next season.
I appreciate it, guys.